Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm a Boeing 737 pilot and a member of PMDG's tech team. PMDG have just released the 737-900 and 900ER for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now the 737-900 and the ER are the largest of the 737 NG series, and approximately 500 have been built over the time. Now this means that it is by far not the most popular model of the 737 NG series, which is the 800 with over 5,000. However, nonetheless, it still is quite a popular model all over mostly North America, but also Europe and a little bit of Asia. Now, the 900ER is the longest of the models and therefore, of course, also the heaviest, which makes it quite a joy to fly. And quite a change from especially the smaller models like the 700 and 600, but also from the 800. Now, there are a lot of different liveries included, and the overall package is something that I'm sure many of you are really going to enjoy. Now, let's have a look into a couple of the things that are different with the larger models. This is a non-exclusive list, so please do stay tuned for more information on what's different, and also have a look into a couple of those videos that I have recorded previously. The first obvious change that you're going to notice is just the length of the airplane. Now, the 900 and the ER are approximately 2 meters 60 longer than the 737-800, and this comes with quite an higher risk to the tail clearance of the aircraft, meaning it is much easier to tail strike this than it is to tail strike the earlier versions. Now, the tail strike angle for this airplane is 10 degrees of pitch only, so that makes it quite interesting to fly on takeoff. Now, we are going to watch a replay of this takeoff in a few moments, where we'll actually have a look into what this looked like. In the meantime, however, let's go over a couple more differences. Currently we're sitting in a 900 model, and the 900s have been the initial series of the 900 and later the ER, which have been made by Boeing, and if we have a look into the outside, we're going to notice that the 900 has two overwing exits, a front exit and an aft exit. Now this means that it has the same amount of exits that the 737-800 has, and therefore it is certified for the same maximum amount of passengers. And in practical terms, what this means is that the 900 initially was quite unpopular with airlines because they could fit the same amount of people into the 900s as they could into the 800s. Of course with a bit more comfort since it is a longer airplane, but nonetheless, you get where this is going. And therefore, Boeing invented the 900ER. The ER stands for Extended Range, and indeed it has an extended range because it has auxiliary tanks available. Now those auxiliary fuel tanks are located one in the front cargo hold and one in the aft cargo hold, and they increase the range of the airplane by a couple hundred miles, making it possible to fly longer sectors such as from the continental United States towards the Hawaiian Islands. Or for example, Turkish Airlines used them for long-haul sectors with little passenger traffic from Istanbul down to Kenya in Africa and a couple other African places. So let's have a look at that takeoff from the outside. Initially, when I first got the 900ER, I really thought like, well, this is quite an ugly looking airplane. It's so long. But after a while I really got to like it, and I have to say the 900 turned into my favorite 737 model by now. So let's talk about the airlines and the operators who fly this type of aircraft. Now, of course we have a lot of American airlines. There is Alaska, United, Delta. The only American airline that does not fly is actually American Airlines. But the 900ER is also in use in other places. For example, we are flying the KLM one right now. Turkish Airlines also got a lot. El Al got some of them, to name some European carriers. And if we go along into Asia, then we are going to find, for example, Lion Air and Korean Air operating a fleet of 737-900s. With that said, why don't we have a look into the Operations Center to see what kind of liveries we have available for this plane. Welcome to the PMDG Operations Center. We have currently selected the 737-900, which is the older version, and as we can see, we've got Alaska Airlines in the classic livery, we've got United in the merger livery, and then we have KLM in the new livery. This actually represents the airplane as it is in 2022, and all of them have fully accurate and verified airline configurations available. If we go over into the 737-900ER, then we are going to find that we have Alaska Airlines in a couple different liveries and configurations. We have a couple fictional airlines because, hey, people do like to fly them, right? So there's British Airways and there is Lufthansa or Olympic, for example. Now, having a look into the other airlines that we have, there is Delta, El Al, Korean, then we have Lion Air, we have that fictional Lufthansa livery, of course, and then going on further we have SpiceJet, Turkish Airlines, and then a lot of different United Airlines liveries. The PMDG 737-900 and 900ER are now available from pmdg.com, so go ahead over there and grab your copy right now. This is going to be it from my side. Thank you very much for watching, I hope that you've enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to welcome you all on a future video.